day 3, where yesterday I just finished, painting up everything, getting everything ready to go. Got my flex seal on the bottom of my thing, and today we are going to put the frame together and start putting everything together and the roof on, and hopefully get everything tied up together as long as the weather cooperates. Got a small chance of thunderstorms, but as soon as I got my umbrella set up, it starts raining. Just seen a couple flashes of lightning, so this is going to be interesting. We are beside the house, so we are pretty safe. So I've got everything laid out. Hopefully I don't have to put everything away in the middle of a crazy rainstorm or anything, but we'll see. There's some thunder right there. So I'm going to pop under there. Got some screws. Debating. The only thing I have is 1-inch screws, and they actually stick through a little bit, so I'm going to have to go over the top, little grinder, and poke off the tops of the heads as they poke through. So once that's done, oh yeah, that's the ceiling. It needs to dry so I can put a 3rd layer. When it rained yesterday, it kind of messed it up a little bit. So now the wood's a little dry, so it might take an extra couple days to dry, but I can always paint that when it's actually on the trailer, so that's fine. So let's get to it. Using 1-inch screws and washers, I'm securing the floor to the frame of the trailer. As you can see, this is the area that I painted with the Flex Seal with the rubber coating to protect it from rocks and debris. After that, I went through and cleaned up all of the pokies sticking through the wood, and then went through and made sure that there was no sharp edges at all anywhere before moving on to the next project. First, I put a layer of silicone down before putting the 2x2 on top of the plywood before securing it to the floor. This just prevents the water from flowing inside the compartment when it's raining. I then started mounting my vertical posts so that I could mount my front plywood piece to the trailer itself. I used 2 screws to hold it in position so that I could put the first screw in the plywood. This just helped me. It was just saved me a whole bunch of time from putting up a bunch of 2x4s to hold my piece of wood, since I don't have extra hands to hold it for me. But it worked out. Once I got the first screw in, I made sure that the vertical pieces that I cut for the special angles were perfectly vertical. Since the trailer isn't level, I can't use a level. Each piece, I did put a bead of silicone in between each piece of plywood. I also forgot to cut some of the boards, so I had to grab a saw and quickly do it. And I didn't want to pull out a lot of electrical stuff and cables and a chop saw in the rain, so I just did it with the handsaw. But regardless, it actually turned out perfect. I was able to get the whole front secured and mounted. Some of the material I am using, like the caulking, is really old. I believe it was from my grandfather from like 15 years ago or something like that. It's just been sitting on the shelf, so it is severely past its shelf life, but I'm hoping that it's just enough to get what I need it to do for the next 5 or 10 years that this trailer is going to last me. And here you can see me putting up the driver's side panel. The logical next step obviously is the walls. I started with the passenger side, put a layer of bead of silicone down and secured the 2x2 to the floor. Getting the last little bit of silicone out of this tube was kind of annoying, and then my camera died and I had to go throw it on the charger. So I've got my walls up, all sides are up, and all I have to do is put the ceiling on. Got my framing all done out, got it all secure. It is pretty structurally sound, so that's kind of nice. Once I put the 2x3s here into these, there's little posts here in here, so I'm going to put 2x3s all the way to the top on both sides, and that's where my boat's going to sit, on these rails. And I'm going to put one across here and one across there as well, or one across right there into that pole, both sides. Once that's done, this should be a nice solid structure. So all I have to do is go Put a nice bead of silicone across here, and then we'll secure the roof on. And then we're pretty much done. The main structure, and then we'll just left a little gap here, put the hinges on, and then we'll put the door on. Almost tempted to put a little window in here, but I don't have a window here, so that's fine. Cute little structure. Cute little trailer, I like it. Should last us a long time. Should make many memories camping. Throw the boat, the kayaks, all the paddle boards, everything. Everything we need inside the trailer. I may end up just throwing a cot in there one day and sleeping in there. Alright, I'll catch you in a second when I'm done. This is day 5. Day 4 was a complete bust. It rained all day. So I decided, we'll just take a day off, play some video games. So here you can see I'm mounting the hinges on the door and getting it propped up and ready to put on the trailer. So this is kind of exciting because this is almost the last few steps before this trailer is actually done. Didn't quite fit, so I had to cut the corner off. Now that I know the door fits, I have to brace it so that it stays flat because these plywoods naturally want to curl. So I build a little frame out with a 2x2 brace, secure it to the door, and all is done. You'll put it on the trailer. Now this part was actually super tricky because I didn't have a second pair of hands to help me. I utilized a jack stand to hold the door up so that I could throw a bolt in so that the door didn't fall off. And once I got that bolt in, it was easy peasy. Just drilled a couple more holes, threw bolts in, tightened it all nice and down and secure, and it was all fine and dandy. From here on out, I'm going around putting latches and hooks and whatever else you want inside the trailer. I also put the latches on so that I could lock the trailer up when it's, out in public and it's secure with all of our gear inside. And here she is. She turned out pretty good. I mean, considering I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Here's a quick shot of the back door, all nice and complete. And the driver's side and the passenger side, all nice and done. A quick little shot from the front. I did end up using Flex Seal tape on the front, Flex Seal on the sides, down the side of the plywood where it connected to the roof, and then sealed it with roof sealing. And here's a picture of the inside. Hey guys, welcome back. We're on day 3 of this part 2 of this trailer build, or 5th day. We have put the door on. We've got the oars put in there. I've got some hooks and stuff. Put a couple screws in there. Or I mean some, hook points in there. I'll probably put a couple more in there, but I've got to go find some because they're probably buried in the shop. So here's the door. Put a little 2x4 or 2x2 bracing so that it is stiff, because before it was like bowed. It wouldn't stay, so there she be. She's closed. Nice and flush. Hook's closed. Put a lock on it. Put a lock down there as well. Or just hook it. Good enough for me. I'm not going to sleep in this. Probably could, because it is waterproof. I made sure it was nice and sealed on top. Put another layer on top once it's done drying. It's a little wet, right? It's still a little bit wet, and it says to wait 24 hours, put another coat on. Door swings open nice. Opens nice and wide. Just the way I built the mounts in there, so it opens nice and wide. Bad news about the van though. Leaking tranny fluid, so I'm gonna have to take it in and get it fixed, because I went and torque spec'd all the bolts and it's still leaking. But she's done! Oh yeah, we still have to put a little roof rack on there for the boat rack. Get the lights installed. There's a piece here, and I have to either make the screws so it's flat, or I've got to drill out this middle hole so that it sits in nice. Well, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. I don't know. So we'll show you guys when I'm done. Alright, I just put another layer of paint on the top of the roof here. Hopefully she's nice and waterproof now. I got my boat racks mounted. They're a little bit wider than the trailer, but the boat is wider than the trailer anyways. Got my lights installed. They work. I just tested them with a little 12-volt battery that was just in the trailer. Everything works. Everything's ready to go. Once the roof is dry, we'll throw the boat on there and we'll get everything started and ready to pack and ready to go, because we're going to get out of here in a couple days. Need to get out of here. We need to go fishing or something. Plus, we don't have all the parts to do the bathroom. So we're going to just wait. No, we're just going to get the hell out of here and go do something fun. We're going to try Dishy out in the bush, see how she rolls, and how she works on the batteries that I have in the trailer. Or the batteries that I'm going to put in the car. Not the new ones, but the old one. So if you guys liked what you saw, if you liked my trailer build, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell notification down below if you want to get notifications every time I do upload videos. I noticed like 90% of you guys aren't subscribed. Half the time you guys do watch my videos. Please do subscribe. So anyways, thanks for watching. Peace, guys. See you later.